Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark Roden, and today we have part 6, I don't remember what part it is, of the wonderful budget Integra build. In case you're new here and in case you don't know anything about the Integra build, I bought this car in November of last year for $3,000. It's 140,000 miles, Acura Integra LS 2000 that was pretty much bone stock, except for it did have a short throw shifter, which I actually put that shift knob in last episode, by the way. Short throw shifter, and it has headers, which I actually kind of like because it makes it sound a little nice. And also had fog lights, but we actually ended up taking that off. That was actually the first episode, was just taking it to a car wash, cleaning it, vacuuming the interior, taking out everything I didn't like in the interior, taking the fog lights out, trying to clean the headlights as best I could. Obviously they're not perfect still, but they look pretty nice. And it's a budget build, so I'm not going to buy new headlights. I'm just going to keep them like that. And yeah, just pretty much cleaning it up was the first episode. Episode 2 was finally dropping it on coilovers. It took a long time between the first 2 episodes to get to that. So sorry for everybody that was waiting. But we dropped it on $200 coilovers. The whole point of the series, by the way, is to try and prove to people that you could build a cool car or have a cool car for less than $5,000. So we bought it for $3 grand. Pretty much that first episode was free, to be honest. I mean, I took it to a car wash. It was like 15 bucks, so we're not going to count that. Everybody's going to wash their car anyway. Coilovers were 200, so I was at 3,200. Then the rear spats was the next episode, these little here, which was $50, so it was $3,250. And the next episode was this wing, so for $3,400. Next episode was a couple of small things, just things that kind of wrap it all together. We took the rear windshield wiper off, we put the Mishimoto shift knob on, and you can't really see it right now, but Mishimoto shift knob, and we put a sticker on, because why not? I like stickers. Private label manufacturing goods, pretty nice. But today's episode is this bad boy right here. And now I've already been looking at it a little bit to see what we can do. It's the front lip. It's obviously an Integra Type R style front lip. It cost me a total of $70 before tax and shipping and all that. Obviously, I don't count that into things. So I lined it up just to make sure it fit and everything before the video started, and it doesn't. It does not fit. It is too short. So what happens is I'll put this side on. This is the end piece, obviously, right here, that you're supposed to line up with the back side of the bumper, kind of like what these are doing. And so I put that side on, and I was like, oh, that looks nice. It looks fitting kind of nicely, kind of cleanly. And so then I went around to the other side, and this side over there was not even touching the end of the bumper. So what we're gonna have to do instead is, I actually already started doing it on this, I actually already did it on this side, is those little end pieces that are like supposed to wrap around the bumper, I'm cutting off with a pair of dikes. As you can see, I cut it off on this side, and I'm gonna do it on this side too. It's a long process, but it's going to be worth it. And instead what we're going to do is I'm going to have my brother come out here and hold it up for me, and I'm going to line it up so that it's even in the center. Like this little lip here is the best way to tell. It's even in the center, and then we're going to bolt it in from there. We're going to have to go from underneath. Obviously it's going to be a little bit of a gap, which is definitely going to make me angry. I hate when that happens, but it's going to have to happen. And then with the remainder of it, because it's obviously not gonna be able to wrap around the back bumper, I'm actually just gonna put electrical tape there, black electrical tape, just to round it out until we end up wrapping the car, just so that it looks kind of clean. It doesn't look like it just has a random cutoff from 10 feet away at least, but once you get up close you'll be able to tell. But that's the plan. Yes, I know it sucks it doesn't fit, but it's a $70 splitter. What do you expect? You know, it's not a real Type R splitter. And then the only way, I mean, everything else is super simple, to be honest. I can explain it to you right now. So these little little latches on the bottom, they just bend up like that, and then you just bolt it into the bottom of the bumper there. There's one on this side, and I'm going to put probably 2 screws over here on each side, so like one right here probably, and then like one down there, and the same with that side on each side. And that's the game plan, but we'll see how it's actually gonna go down, mate. Damn, I really wish it would just wrap around and just fit. That would have been so nice, but whatever, let's get into it. Okay, so as you can see here on this, I cut off the side piece. So now, this is what I meant. So now, this is pretty much lined up. I mean, it's on the ground right now, so it's obviously going to be a little bit higher. But this is what it's going to look like. It'll be like lined up like this, which sucks because like you could put it up to higher, like that, you know? But then it looks too high. It doesn't even really look like a front lip or anything like that. It just looks like how the car's supposed to be, you know? And it sucks because this little piece over here is going to have to be exposed because we don't have the back piece now, because we can't, because it won't fit around the entire side like I explained in the beginning. So it is a little annoying, but once again, like I said, $70, you can't really beat it. And on top of that, once it's painted, once the car looks nice, it is a flaw. It's an annoying flaw, but it's a small one. It's a minor one. So I'm not going to go ahead and try and find another one and then risk it again. And imagine if I just get another one that's too short and it's just like another waste of $70 again. So I'm not even going to try that. I'm just going to work with what I got, and it's a budget build anyway. So if I bought two, then I would have to include two. So we're not going to do that. $70, it's also going to be perfect because I know it'll be exactly $3,500 after this video. So that would be just so dandy, just so sweet. But yeah, we're gotta go get my brother now. He's gonna hold it up for me so I can bolt in down here. I obviously have to lift the car up. It's too low to get a drill under there. But yeah, then we're ready to go. All right, so I mean 13% battery. Sadly have to end the video here even though it's not technically done, but that's okay because I'm pretty done. I mean, I only have one more thing to do. I don't think I've ever been more angry at a car in my life, and it's not, I feel bad because I love this Integra, and it's not even the Integra's fault. It's the, I'm not even gonna get into it. The company that sent me this splitter, horrible. I'm not even gonna say the name because I don't want a single person out there to buy from them, but they didn't send me it for free, by the way. I had to buy it too, so that's great. But this is supposed to obviously line up over here, as you guys can see. It's supposed to line up on that side. That's what I was doing before when I had to cut it out, because on both sides it won't reach, so it's too short. So you have to cut out the pieces. That's wonderful. On top of that, the pieces that they give you, they're just screws. So you screw them in, you think it's going to be all right, but then you look at it for 2 seconds and you realize, oh, I'm not an idiot. This is going to fly off in the wind because these screws are not being held in by anything. So then you have to go into the, luckily, other bags of nuts and bolts that you have for the side skirts, which are going to be next episode, by the way, spoiler alert. For the side skirts, you have to go into those and use their nuts and bolts. Now I'm not going to have enough nuts and bolts in the side skirts bag. All because this splitter is a moron. And on top of that, underneath there, these little flaps. You have to push the flaps up, then you have to screw them in to underneath the bumper. Well, that shouldn't be that big of an issue. I don't know what just happened with my GoPro, but I mean, it's icing on the cake, isn't it? It's icing on the cake. Anyway, that's it. Like I said, it's a horrible job. I hate it. I'm not happy with this at all. But it's a budget car, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do, and you're working with a really strict budget, I guess. Oh, that's so annoying. It's not, like I said, I don't know if it caught it because the GoPro decided to also give me a problem, but it's not even on there like completely how it should be. So what's going to most likely happen is this car, that's going to fly off while I'm driving down the street. Hopefully nobody's behind me. I guess I'll have to drive fast so nobody's behind me, so that when it does fly off, it doesn't hit anybody. Because there's no way that's staying on. But I have to go catch a movie. I'm already late for it. It starts at 6. It's 6:10. It's 20 minutes away. So that's great. Lovely. And it's not the Integra's fault. Integra's a good girl, but the freaking splitter company, I don't know what did that. Anyway, I gotta go. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know the videos you'd like to see. Every week we're gonna do hopefully an Integra build from now on. Next week is gonna be the side skirts, like I said. So total $3,000 for the car, $200 for the coilovers, $50 for the side little flaps there, $100